Okay, this is a guide on how to make a Vrchat crasher for Quest PC and iOS. So, you're gonna need the Vrchat SDK, preferably the newest one. You're gonna need Unity version 22.3.2251. You're going to need a mesh, I have my own. You're also going to want to get the toggle assistant. I have that linked in the Discord below. And lastly, you're going to need a material. I mean, it comes with materials, but these kind of suck for crashing. So I just downloaded it. All I use is the Quest shaders. Over here. So like I said, this is all going to be accessible for making the crasher. It's gonna be good for Quest, iOS, and all of it. So you could use the base VRChat samples, but they look kind of weird, kind of furry-ish. So I'm gonna use my own. For example, I use Causey Boy. So first thing, obviously, you're just gonna want to get out the avatar. First thing. You cannot have the audio source. If you've seen audio source on other avatar, you cannot have that because it will not be Quest compatible. So you want to remove that. But once you have your avatar spawned in, after any, I hit the mesh, I'm gonna back up because this one's kind of strong. So you need a mesh for it to work on Quest and for it to not get blocked. You want it to be under 5 mil. This is 500,000. But you can obviously go up to 4.9 million triangles, but if it's 5 million triangles or over on Quest, it either won't upload, and if it's above 10 million, sometimes they'll just try to ban your account because they can tell it's a crasher. And a lot of people, they'll just put like a shader on here, and that's not really what I like to do. You want to go here, see materials. The more you add, so the limit is obviously 1,000, and that includes the avatar because the avatar also is going to include materials. So, in the first spot, I usually say 200, and you can see right now it's not really that laggy. Once I add that, yeah. So yeah, now you can see it's pretty laggy now that I've added all the materials. That's why I recommend backing away. I should have done that at the start. Let's see. Okay, I should be far away now. No, I'm still not. Alright. Well, it's actually kind of fun because you're actually going to end up hiding it anyways because you have to obviously make the mesh bigger because when it's small, you're not going to be able to reach many people. Okay, so now that that's scaled down, you need to open your avatar, go to armature, and you need to find your head. Once you found the head, you just want to drag it over to the head. And here, this is where I recommend that you want to grab the scale, right? So with the scale, maybe of your, you just want to set that. I recommend setting that to 8,000 because if you set it to like 10,000, it can glitch out. But oh yeah, also if you are doing this, make sure that your PC can handle it. Because whenever you have a mesh, like I have one that's like really strong, so I started on Quest, and I would make these avatars on a Steam Deck. Your game will lag if your mesh is too strong. Like even if you're not gonna see it, it will still lag because the good ones obviously. So you're gonna lag a bit even if you don't see it. but so you want to make sure that your PC can actually handle it. It won't crash you, but it does suck. So you grease the scale, so you have it on there. This is where toggle assistant comes in. You right click on the avatar, and then, oh, before that, actually, I'm almost supposed to set create Vrchat avatars, and you need to click on the parameters one, and you're also going to need a menu. Once you have all of these, you actually need to go to your avatar here. You're going to go to FX. I mean, this already has one, but you're going to go to create animation controller. So that's going to be your FX. You're going to click and drag it. And once you have that in, that's when you can add these two. You need to go over to expressions. This one, like I said, it already comes with that, but yours might not. So all you're going to do, you're just going to click and drag yours into it. If you do not have these and you don't have an animation controller, you will not be able to use Toggle Assistant and you won't be able to make a toggle. Now that you have all that imported, right click, go down to create toggle. It's going to pop up a big menu. You can name yours whatever you want, but what you get to do, you grab your mesh, you grab the one in here, because if it's blank without the material, it's gonna have the scale or anything. You grab it over here, drag it to accessory object, go to name and menu. You can put whatever name you want. I'm just gonna put video. You don't need to put a texture, but you can. I'm not going to, because this is a basic tutorial. So now you're going to see those. You don't want to mess with that. Your avatar is ready to be uploaded now. So you're going to go to the control panel. I'm not going to put my info in for the video because I don't want to leak anything. But you're going to enter your stuff. You're going to go to code from your email. You're going to go to builder. And you're going to select the avatar. You're going to need a name, a description. Well, not a description. You just need a name and a photo. I usually just capture in Unity. But if you have your own, you can add that too. At the bottom, that's where you're going to see the build avatar, and you're also going to see Windows, PC, Android on like the kind of right. You just want to click on all of those. And for the material, if you mess this up, you need it to be Vrchat mobile. Alright? Because or else it will not work. If you use anything besides Vrchat mobile, it will only work on PC, and so it won't accept it. And then once you upload it, you should be able to load into your avatar, open the expression toggles, and then you'll see your avatar should work.